Good evening. We're here at the Emerging Arts Gallery, and I have the honor to talk to Aaron, our latest photographer. You do black and white photography, right?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When people first encounter your work, what do you hope they will feel?
That's a good question. I hope that people just feel a connection to either the image or to the person that they're seeing.
If the Americans project were a single image, what would it capture?
Ideally, I think it would capture. I like to say the intensity of the American experience. There's a lot of in labeling ourselves with work and in being so obsessed with our jobs and things we are in America. I think that comes with a lot of fatigue and also a lot of struggle for a lot of people. So I think that'd be a thing that would really project strongly in a single image.
That's what I gotta do.
What inspired you to begin the American project?
There's a series back in the 1920s called People of the 20th Century by August Sonder, and his work kind of cataloging the German experience at that time.
That was 100 years ago.
Yeah, 100 years ago, and it was brilliant, and I thought, we've never seen something quite like that in America. It's a much larger scale in terms of land mass, but he did it over 40 years of time trying to do a similar kind of thing, just getting a good look at who America is right now.
How do you balance personal stories with broader picture?
I think it's an averaging game, right? Like when you have 1,000 stories, you kind of start to find a single thread that weaves through each of these. It's like a single solitary picture.
Who are the Americans in your project, and how do you represent them authentically?
We go from city to city and state to state. We just find whoever is willing to show up, and I think that's, it's a little bit self-selecting in that position because I'm not able to grab everybody I would want. It's people that are volunteering to show up. And so there is maybe a lack of authenticity in that it is self-selected, but hopefully through the averages and through the hundreds and thousands of people we get to photograph, and the authenticity will come through.
And so, Farron just finished. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for being here. Thank you.
Is there one story that has stayed with you the most?
There are a lot. We get to meet so many people, and I try to make notes every day after I photograph people to really remember and hone in on those stories. If I had to pick one just recently that stood out the most, it was this beekeeper in Tucson, Louisiana, who she runs this 24-hour honey shop where you serve yourself and pay on the honor system, and it's just this beautiful little thing in the middle of outside of Lafayette, Louisiana, and I just feel like she's everyone's mom. She takes care of her community. If people can't afford what she's doing, she helps them out. She's just a wonderful person. I got to spend a whole day with her. It was great.
That's good, yeah.
He's cool.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's nice.
What role does photography play in shaping how you see America today?
Photography has been kind of instrumental since the daguerreotype, and in putting out someone's interpretation of what we are. And I think right now we're in a really weird crossroads between all the AI things being created and all the Instagram filters and TikTok filters. Like we're not trusting the images we see anymore like we used to be able to. And so I think real, honest documentary photography has a strong role in bringing us back to that reality.
Yes. Since you mentioned AI, I think in 2025 was the year when computer-generated images were indistinguishable from photography.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments about that?
There's the thing that AI is really good at is making things perfect.
Yeah.
And so what I love about especially documentary photography is it is inherently imperfect. You know, we're always looking for the outlying thing. And AI tends to work towards the averages, and so it's good for mass appeal and it's good for that kind of thing. And as a commercial photographer, it's not the best thing in the world for us. You know, we maybe we're replaceable in that world, but in the documentary side, it's more important than ever to show reality.
Right on time. 21. Early.
Tell me about where you're from.
Small country, Kyrgyzstan. I was invited by Polytechnic in Vayovo.
No
That's how I came to United States in 2001.
That's very cool.
So I was teaching, doing research, but in 2013 I registered my company in London.
Yeah.
Small company, Kupani Fashion. I run New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Dubai Fashion Week, where I crocheted designs and I dress people.
I love it. Very cool.
I love it.
So do you view your work as art, documentation, or something else?
I hope it's somewhere in the middle there. I always feel like it's a bit egotistical to go around and call myself an artist, even though I guess it's what I am. It's never felt quite right. But whenever I meet someone, they ask if I'm the artist, and so I guess maybe that someone else is seeing it that way. But I think there's if you look at Richard Avedon's work in the American West, that was commissioned by an art museum. It was put on display as a work of art, and it's similar in a lot of ways to what we're doing, because documentary is showing what exists, and art is showing my perception of what exists. And I think there's a lot more perception in what I'm doing than just reality.
So it's seen from your perspective.
I think there's a great quote. Da Vinci had it, and then someone else transfigured it, but the portrait reveals the artist. And I think in a lot of the work that I do with this project especially, I kind of look for myself in every person that I photograph. And so I think in a lot of ways the images reveal my point of view more than the person's point of view.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
How's the lasagna coming? Nice. Love it.
like a magnet for opportunities. Went to 39.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right?
Who's like number 40? Okay, so it's gonna be like we can hold this one until. Where are you going next?
Our next tour goes north.
Where can people look up your art? Do you have a website or a gallery?
Absolutely. TheAmericans.project.com is the best place to go, or Instagram at The Americans Project. We're still about 2.5 years from being done with the project. At that point, then we'll seek gallery representation and a book, hopefully.
So people can navigate.
Yeah. So
is it? Do you have different categories within the website?
So right now the website is set up so that it's ephemeral. You go to the website and then every 4 seconds a new image shows up, and the viewer has no control over what comes up next. It's all totally randomized.
Okay.
And so when you go to the site again, it's a whole different set of images. So the full collection is not available anywhere to see, and probably won't be until it's complete.
Okay. Do you intend to sell your work?
At some point there will probably be a book, and then we may look at limited edition print sales at some point. Right now we're a non-profit project, and so the goal is just to fund the work itself, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Okay, that's good.
That's fine. Yeah.
I am considered still in my very late 30s.
Same, until July 7th, I'll be in my late 30s.
July 28th.
Hey!
Yes.
Ah, what's your birthday?
February 16th, so I'm already there.
Oh!
That's
Yeah.
very early.
I love that.
Sarah, tell me more about you.
Well, I like to go by Ruby, which is my stage name I've been using for almost 16 years.
Awesome.
I have a lot of jobs.
Yes.
I'm a career burlesque performer.
considered putting your artwork in digital picture frames?
I like the tangible physical print for my deliverables, yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool. It's nice talking to you.
Thank you very much. It's great.